Welcome to this Victorian plumbing guide where we're going to show you how to replace a tap washer to stop either a dripping tap or a noisy tap. Both of those are very common indications that your tap washer needs changing. This video is to be used as a guide only, and we always advise that you seek professional help. The first thing we need to do is isolate the water to this tap. The two ways you can do this is look for an isolation valve underneath the tap or use a stopcock to turn off the water to the property. We're happy that the water's isolated, and now we can go ahead and work on the faulty tap. On this particular tap, the faulty washer is in the cold side of the tap. If you're in doubt, you can replace the washer in both hot and cold, and that way you'll be sure to get no issues. Make sure any water that's left in the tap is drained out before we move on to the next step. Use a small screwdriver to remove the top from the tap handle. Should be nice and easy to get off. And you can see under there you've got a small screw to remove. You can then remove the rest of the handle just like that. That pops out. For this style tap, corrosion and lime scale build up inside this middle section over time. It can be useful to use something like WD-40 or a releasing agent. Spray some of that in the top, leave it for a couple of minutes until eventually, with a little bit of force, the handle should come off. Use a correctly sized adjustable spanner, pop that on there and turn counterclockwise. And you'll see that that middle section there, that's going to loosen, and we're going to be able to remove that section of the tap. A little bit of water in there, and what we can see there is our tap washer. Now you'll need a tap repair kit with all the common washers inside one box. We can remove the tap washer nice and easy with a screwdriver or a fingernail. Inside an assorted tap washer box, you should be able to find the replacement washer that fits the end of the cartridge. And that, in this case, is a Tanafex tap washer. I'd also advise you replace the O-ring to stop any leaks on an old tap like this one. Once that O-ring's replaced, we can thread the tap cartridge back into the tap body. To do that, we just turn it clockwise. You just need to nip them up, and then we can assemble the rest of that tap. Once we've reassembled the tap, we're going to test the feeling of the tap just to check that it feels like it operates correctly, and then we can turn the water back on. Now the water's back on, just check for leaks, check there's no leaks around the bottom of where you've done that repair, and then we can test the tap. Perfect. No more noise, no more leaks, no more drip and tap. That is how you replace a tap washer.